Welcome to More in the Know podcast. I am your host, Josh Mor-In, Vice President and co-founder of Field Supplements, as well as sobriety, woke, business, and wellness coach. More in the Know delivers an array of content based on marketing, health and fitness, branding, addiction, and often goes down the rabbit hole of conspiracy, politics, and the truth. If you seek to better understand the inner workings of human performance, consciousness, business, and humanity, you've come to the right place. Thank you for tuning in and tagging along. Let's get today's podcast started. What's up, everyone? Day 2 of 30 of my 30 for 30 podcast series, 30 blogs, 30 podcasts, 30 days. I got up this morning at 6 a.m. I got the blog finished, but I was about 10 minutes into the podcast this morning, and my camera died. Technical difficulties. A saying that I like to go by is, you plan to fail, or fail to plan, you plan to fail. I messed that one up there, but if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And that's what happened this morning, so I'm taking note of that. I thought I had a battery that I had charged, but I guess the outlet hadn't charged it correctly, or wasn't putting juice into the battery charger. I got some waffle fries in the oven. I don't have any chicken nuggets in the oven, but I got some waffle fries in the oven, some sweet potato waffle fries in the oven. So I'm going to make this one short, sweet, and to the point on this beautiful hump day, this beautiful Wednesday. Today's message is simple. Well, before I get into today's message, I'm going to talk briefly about today's blog, Fear and Doubt. Most of society lives somewhere between fear and doubt, quietly tiptoeing through life to one day arrive safely at their grave. Fear and doubt are low levels of vibration. When you're born, humans vibrate on a decimal scale of 200 decimals per second around the vibrational transmutational energy of courage. Below courage, at 100 decibels per second, is fear. And that's where a lot of people are at right now and living in, is fear. The amount of fear-mongering going on with CNN, ABC, NBC, and all mainstream media has put people in this position where they don't know what's going on. They feel out of control, overwhelmed, anxious, and are having somewhat of out-of-body experiences. If you're having issues with your anxiety, if you feel lost, if you feel out of control, I'm offering free 20-minute phone calls to help you and assist you in the process of letting go, understanding why these thoughts, these feelings, these emotions are coming up into your life, and I will help you develop the skills to surrender your ego, to let go, move forward, and live in the present. Check in, be here now, and become your best self. So, secondly, today's podcast is going to be based around supporting your friends. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I noticed today when I was driving, I just got done with the workout, and I'm on my way home, and I look in the mirror, and I'm like, oh, I'm wearing a hat, I'm wearing a t-shirt, I got some shorts on, socks on, and I go, everything that I'm wearing is a friend's company, or is my own company. The price to support somebody is very, very small, especially if they're your friends or a colleague of yours. So I'm going to give a few shout outs, and then I'm going to just talk a little bit about the cost of supporting small business and what you can do even if you can't buy product. First and foremost, shout out to Trippy C. Jack, Tyler, they came up with this awesome brand, Trippy C. Check them out, Instagram at Trippy, TRIPPYC. It's a pretty cool little hat I got on here. They're doing mainly hats, but they got some t-shirts as well, and they'll be kicking off their business. Supporting Team Waters, Team H2Os. That's Ray Waters, fighting out of Fight Ready. We've been a day one Ray Waters fan before Field Supplements, before we sponsored him. We've done a lot of work with Ray, and we are grateful to have and still be part of Ray's journey. Ray is a professional MMA fighter, but backstory about Ray is that I met Ray when I was at Arizona State University wrestling for the Sun Devils. So we go way back, and back then and to this day, I've always had a pretty good connection with Ray, and I think over the years it's built and become stronger as we both become more men, more mature. And so shout out to Team H2OS. Check him out at Ray H2Os on Instagram, and I'll leave some tags here in the description box below. Thirdly, I guess, would be House Strong. I'm wearing House Strong shorts. This is a collaboration of shorts that I did with Team House Strong, Jimmy House at Team House Strong, and his phenomenal team that he has there, him and Irving and the rest of the fam. have always been very supportive of myself as well as my company, Field Supplements. I'm incredibly grateful to have Team House Strong on board as well as their man in charge, Jimmy House, in all the late night conversations, all the deep talks Jimmy and I that have had over the last couple of years. I have been incredibly grateful to be able to develop a friendship and business partnership with Jimmy that were both equally beneficial. That's the biggest thing in business is a lot of people want to get sponsored. People are always looking for sponsorships. I don't really like sponsoring people. I'm looking for partnerships. I'm looking to develop a situation and a partnership where we can both equally and mutually benefit. When I'm just giving and there's really not a whole lot on the other end of what you're doing, then it's really just a sponsorship. I'm really just giving and you're benefiting. I'm looking for a partnership. I'm looking for you to want to have some skin in the game, that you're not just taking field products, but you believe in field products. So if you're an athlete or if you're somebody out there listening and you're seeking sponsorship from somebody, really think about what you can do for the company, not what the company can do for you. Find ways that you can bring value, create sales, create value and content for this company that they will want to give you free product. They'll want to compensate you for your efforts. Don't just go after them asking for free product or money. It just doesn't work like that. And I completely shut down when people automatically reach out to me and saying, you should sponsor me. My socks are Field Supplements, and my shoes, you won't be able to see the tag on my shoes, but Black Ball Supply by Seth Monty. Seth does a lot of my tattoos. You can see here on my leg, Seth does a lot of tattooing. He works at Dreamscapes Tattoo. I'll leave all their tags in the description box below. And the greatest thing about all these people are they're my friends, man. They're my friends. And so that gets into today's podcast is that support the people around you. We're so easy to support these big celebrities, and we'll buy their makeup, and we'll buy their t-shirts, and we'll buy their shoes, and we'll support and listen to their music. But how about you listen to some local music? How about you listen to and support small upcoming artists like Patrick the Ginger and Sammy Listo and Scott Coleman and a list of artists that are putting their heart, soul, and energy, living broke, most of these people, to be able to fulfill their dreams. And instead of putting all your support in these big name brands, these big name celebrities that have all this money in the world, I really laugh at it is that you could really be supporting a lot of people and not really having to take away or spend extra money, but just simply transferring the money that you're spending when you're purchasing Kylie Jenner's makeup kit. And how about you find somebody that's got a natural network marketing business that you like their makeup as well? Maybe you can have both. Maybe it depends on your financial situation. Purchase t-shirts, purchase clothing, purchase hats, shoes. Find brands that you can get behind and support that you can feel good wearing, man. And if you can't purchase products, if you can't buy things, it's so simple. It costs absolutely nothing to comment on photos on social media, to like photos, to share giveaways, to share photos, to tag them, to let your friends know about them, to let your fans and your network know about them. It costs absolute nothing to spread the love about another fellow friend or somebody that you know or a colleague. And I've seen that, and that's why I want to say first and foremost that I'm incredibly grateful. I'm incredibly grateful because over the years, I've had so many damn fucking companies, man. I've gone from Conscious Connections. If you've been with me for a long time, I had a company called Conscious Connections. I had Dream Bros Wrestling Academy. I was part of another wrestling school in Bozeman. I had started J. Wayne Photography. I've started all sorts of these different businesses over the last handful of years that people have continually supported me, and I absolutely am appreciative of that and forever grateful for that support, and it means the absolute world to me. And the crazy thing about all of it is I do have most of my close friends are major supporters of what I'm doing, absolutely, but it's really odd that most of the time that your best friends or even people that you think that you're friends are not the biggest supporters. Some of the biggest supporters of Field Supplements, some of the biggest supporters of this podcast are absolute complete strangers. Why? I don't know the reason behind that. Maybe the reason is that there's some jealousy involved with people who are close to you. When people want to see you fail secretly, they say, "Oh, good job," but in the back of their mind, they're really wanting you not to show up every single day and do a podcast. They're really not wanting you to come through every single day and do a blog. They're not wanting you to show up and succeed. And if that's you, if you secretly in the back of your mind don't want somebody to succeed that's close to you, shame on you, man. You're broken. Your soul's broken. And you must take a look inside and deep inside your soul and figure out what really makes you tick. Because at the end of the day, there's so much cake to go around. My message is I want everybody to win. I want everybody to succeed. I want everyone to fulfill their dreams, their passions, their goals, their inspirations. Why? Because you can. There's so much to go around. We live in a world of abundance. If you live in lack mentality where you think another man's success is taking away from your success, your shit's broken. That's facts. If you think that by somebody else succeeding is taking away from what you're doing, your shit's broken. So with that being said, support your friends. Support the people closest to you. All I try to do is give as much love as I possibly can. I don't expect anything in return. I try to provide as much value and content to those around me that I possibly can. I pay full price. I bought this hat. I made a trade to get this t-shirt. I bought these shorts. I pay for my tattoos. I pay full price most of the time. Sometimes, sure, I get some discounts, but I'm not asking for a discount. I'm not reaching out and asking for a discount. I'm paying full price, and I don't want anything for free. I don't want a single thing for free. Why? Because I know the cost of all of this. I know the cost of success. I know what it really and truly takes when you want to take something from ground floor, grassroots, from the ground floor level, and create a business. I've done it over the last few years with Fueled Supplements, 3 years now. This is the only business that I've committed to for this long. And I've really seen the progression gone from zero to a little bit of money per day, to a little bit more, to a little bit more, to a little bit more. And it builds and builds and builds. And what I'm starting to understand is that every single day, every single week, I get better too. My skills and my habits get better. My communication style gets better. My leadership skills get better. I become smarter. I'm able to access more knowledge and be able to interpret this knowledge as well as explain the things that I know inside myself. And that's what these business owners are doing in the launch stages. And if you have a friend that has a successful business and you don't support them because you think that they're profiting off of you, your shit's broken again, man. What do you think happens when you go to the store? What do you think happens when you buy stuff from other online retailers? You're supporting big brands. You're supporting people who don't give a shit about you. So support the ones closest to you. Walmart doesn't give you a discount on their products. You go and buy the same thing all the time. They don't give you a discount. They don't care. They're one of the largest companies in the world. They're making billions of dollars. Pay full price. A $15 or $17 hat, a $25 t-shirt in the long run is not that much money. Support these brands. Check out these brands that I tagged. I gave my sister a phenomenal shout out the other day. She created the logo for More in the Know, and she's done a lot of awesome work for us. Support local artists. They have a lot of they're making necklaces and jewelry and artwork, and it's cool. You can't see behind you. I had a big canvas with my guy John Clifford, a photo that he put on a canvas. Ooh, do you hear that? That's the sweet sound of my sweet potato fries finished. That is a sweet sound because, man, my stomach is rumbling and grumbling. But oh yeah, keep giving me that beat, baby. But John Clifford, I've known him for a long time, and then he started this canvas company, and I made a trade with John for some products so I can have one of his canvases in my possession. So with that being said, today's More in the Know, episode 2 of 30, simply breaks down to number 1, waffle fries, sweet potato waffle fries. 2, faith over fear. And number 3, support your friends. It costs you nothing. Have a blessed day, everyone. Thank you for tuning in and tagging along. More in the Know podcast, episode 2 of 30. Join us tomorrow. We're going to be at this again for the next 28 days. Love you guys.